My expectations from the event is to become more exposed and to come in terms with the new skills and new approach to architectural visualizations.
It's been very poor because all our pocket money goes towards our projects. We do it out of passion, genuine passion, because as you know by now, it's not the easiest road to follow. So I want to squash a myth for those who haven't realized it yet. No one can teach you architecture.
Okay, well, my name is Funshaw. I think creative architect is adding value to architecture generally. And like every of the speakers said, especially architect Tadeleye, she talked about how creative architects add value to students and to the course of architecture as a whole. I think it's going to be a welcome experience for every participant and everybody that came around for the event today.
My name is Architect Titi Adeleye. I am one of the judges in this event, and I must first of all start by commending the organizers. They have done a fantastic and excellent work. The standards were very high, and the standard of presentation for it was very high. As a matter of fact, deciding on a winner was very, very difficult. But I expect to see that the best students will win. I expect all the people that submitted entries to go places, and I expect this competition to go to the next level in taking architecture students in Nigeria, even to achieve the best and be able to compete anywhere in the world.
Yeah, the event has really gone beyond my expectation. This is bigger than that of last year. Very bigger than that of last year, and I'm highly impressed with how far Kronos have gone over the years. I'm highly impressed with even the app and everything, the store with the decal wallpapers. Really nice.
It's my third time of attending Kronos Studios event actually. So my expectations right now is for me to see real hands-on imaginative learning, to see the latest CAD softwares being displayed in terms of rendering, designs.
Came around to see what Kronos Studios is all about and also to learn more from whatever they have to present to us.
Virtual reality aspects of architecture and what the potential that could have in architecture and creativity in Nigeria. So
strongly believe that's why this program is actually going on. We as students of Yaba Tech precisely, could get good concepts from what creative architects have been able to bring forward.
And we throw it into the public for architects, for property developers, for building owners. They can actually start experiencing their projects not just in 2D and 3D, but also virtually.
Okay, my name is Essaya Pogene. Apparently it's my first time. I feel this event is actually very, very impactful, especially for students. I'm actually not a student. I'm a practicing architect, and it's been very enlightening hearing the speakers, especially Tosin speak, and even Hassan, and the words they've said. And I was sharing with someone today, I mentioned that if we actually had a platform like this when I was back in school, which was about like 7 years ago, I feel a lot of students would have done a lot better. So this is a very, very impactful, very, very impactful.
Things happening in the architecture world, and more of being part of people who are sharing, the creative ideas of new things happening in the architecture world. Architecture is my profession, and the built environment is my interest. So definitely I always want to be a part of that kind of a thing, anytime. So my expectation is just to network, meet with people of like minds, creative architects, that's it.
It has impacted me in a lot of ways. Like I've gotten a little bit of exposure about how architecture is outside, apart from how it is in school. Because in school they just tell us, okay, do this, do this, do this. But when you get outside, you know that, okay, this is how it is actually done.
If they make it more open to more schools in terms of awareness, that's all I feel. Because apart from University of Lagos, that is very conversant with the event, I really don't think other schools are that much conversant with it. Although I might be wrong, but that's my thought. Just awareness, more awareness.
Half of the event, and so far it's really amazing. Like I got to hear from a lot of well-established architects, I see where they're going, and I'm really encouraged to, continue working hard. And so
Calm down with us. We're launching a new company today.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Did the program. It's actually very educating. I would love to come here more.
6 that we had before we picked the winner. We're so impressed with the quality of the work that they had produced. It says a lot about them as individuals, knowing fully well that these are still students who haven't actually probably worked in practice. It was refreshing to see the creativity and their technical know-how of the software that they used. Honestly, the team that won, I see them going very far. They clearly are very ambitious.
And the speakers were also good. Taught me some skills, some good and nice tricks to go through some other instances when I come about. It's kind of
like, for instance, when during the presentation upstairs, we had some new, technology about the visual reality and some other wonderful stuff application. And I think to me, it's not the end of creativity, and we in our own self, we have just the responsibility to explore.
Impacted me so far. Okay, it's been very positive. I've learned a lot of new things. I'm particularly impressed with the virtual reality development and also the app that is linked to project. I think it's really fantastic and it's going global, and I'm learning a lot from that. Something to look forward and aim to.
Is that there are no shortcuts in life. Whatever you lay your hands upon to do it excellently well. For the inputs that, made it to the top few, you could see that they put in their all. You could see that they put in a lot of work. You could see that they put in a lot of thought. And there's also power in synergy. When you come together to tackle a project, everybody brings in their own little bit. So I advise students to always not shy away from challenges. Take on challenges, give it your best, and the sky will not even be your limit.
Zuzoigwe Timothy Oluwaseyi. How it feels about not winning, but at least part of the World Dimensions, right? It was okay. I was here last year, and I'm here this year. I was part of World Dimensions last year. I'm also part of World Dimensions this year. So I feel good that because I was 10th last year, and this year I was probably 6th. So it feels good to be part of the World Dimensions, and I believe it's a propellant for next year because I should be back next year.
It's very uncomfortable for most people, especially when you don't have money. So we're thinking that, okay, everybody's equal and we want to give them a chance to make their space theirs. The greatest gift you can give to anyone, big or small, is self-expression. So how do we create this? How do we come up with a solution for this? That was what gave birth to Chronos Stores.
For architecture, what is the software that we have to learn? Okay. And the learning curve that would take, is it something that someone can do on their own, or do they need a team, as you've spoken about here?
Okay. That says the thing that Baba used to eat pap is under the leaf. Okay, but I'm going to break some of the software down for you. Actually, there are a lot of software out there in the market now, and it's actually hardware intensive. You need to have very strong computers, minimum Core i7s, better, graphics cards, NVIDIA, GeForce, minimum benchmark, RAM, 16 gig minimum, recommended 32 gig.
I was talking to somebody last week. He said, if you chase money, it will evade you.
I think what he's trying to say is equity projects, right? When you say equity projects, working together, we are not looking at the money now, we are going forward to do something. But I see that nobody wants to do equity projects. I want to get paid for what I do. How do I deal with that as an architect? Because if there's anybody in this room here that has not been cheated in this pursuit, I'm saying it's a lie. How do we deal with it?
I'll tell you my experience about equity projects. And usually, just like I gave the example of you don't go to the filling station to say, "Oh God, give me fuel now." You have things, you have bills, right? You have internet bills. Yeah, that's a typical example. Everybody here has internet bills. You're paying maybe 20-something thousand a month to get internet. Your office space, virtual office space or something. You have money. You have house rent. You have NEPA bills. Nothing is friendly. So if someone says, "Work for me for free," I think you should tell them, I'm pro enough not to work for free. I went to school. There's this DP that goes around, says an architect spends almost blah, blah, blah in school, several millions of naira to do. Yeah, get that money back. She just raised her hand. You get paid, period. But you have to be good. And to be good, you're going to work hard. What?
When they asked the other architect to leave, we were supposed to share the professional fee. They were not willing to give me the total professional fee for 2 architects. They wanted us to do the work for half that fee. We had a lot of back and forth, but I had something to prove. If I go anywhere today and I have this on my name, I can get the job and I can get the pay. But if I wasn't willing to do that sacrifice at the beginning, I won't be standing before you today. I could have walked away and said, "I'm not willing to do the work." I'll be in no better position, you know? So you must pay your dues.
Pay your dues. That's
a long time ago, not too long ago. Said they're your money jobs and they're your mileage jobs. Now what that means is this: there's some jobs you're going to get that are going to pay you. Then there are some jobs you're going to get that are going to take you far. So you have to decide which one is which. Now in terms of equity and finding partners and working with people, the truth is it takes a lot to build the right team. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to find people that have similar, outlook, similar mindsets and paradigms. And it'll be difficult because of, like you mentioned, you have overheads, you have costs. But you have to be able to do that, and you have to be able to decide which job is going to pay me money and which job is going to take me further.
I'd really love to appreciate Kronos Studios for the progress they've made so far in creative architects and the competition, really. It's been wonderful. And I can remember last year's creative architect. It was way different from this. It was on the University of Lagos, Julius Berger. I've been attending since 2014, 2015, 2016. No, I think I've been attending since 2013. I've been following creative architect. And really, it has been growing from a higher level to a better level to a way better level. And this year's own is the best so far. It's the best so far.
They gave out all the awards. I was thinking they were going to call my name, but I think I have to try next year. Nobody told me I was going to be standing in front of an awesome audience like you. You're all good looking, so I want you to put a round of applause for yourselves. Well, the interesting thing is, I'm not here to make jokes. I'm not here to make friends. I am here to pick a fight. I am here to pick a fight with second place. When we were kids, me and Hassan would like to get to the school first. At 7 a.m. in the morning, if breakfast was not ready, we burst into tears. Because we lost the opportunity to get to school first. God bless my mom. She would run helter-skelter. Try to get these boys to stop crying. Try to get the food ready. Okay, go boys, go. And then we keep going and sniffing. we try not to make it repeat itself the next day. We hate second place in as much as you hate flies in your soup.
That we would see that the 3 entries were group efforts. That is what also, comes from teamwork, team play. You bring in, the richness of, different experiences. Please, and a lot of the winners are not, this is not the first time, they are participating. They've put in entries, in the previous years. So if you participated and, your entry wasn't called this year, please don't be discouraged. Try again next year. Every time you participate, you're adding value to yourself as well. Again, I congratulate the organizers. I congratulate you all, everyone that is here today. Just put your hands together for each other, and we hope to see you all next year. Thank you very much.
Great. We all feel great about the competition because it is something that we have really wanted to win and something that we wanted to bring to LAUTECH for a long time.
At first, it was really hard to actually blend our different characters together, but at the long run, we sought our differences and got to work well with each other. It was great, actually. It was really, really great. Thank you.
The organizers have really tried for this program, and it's a great platform for young architects to really express themselves. Well, this year's event was a great one, and I think there's little or nothing that, in my own view, that they should improve on, because it's great. The event is a great one.
Place the exercise book in front of you and place your phone over it. Yes, you need to download the app. If you've downloaded it on the Android, chronostudios.com, you see a yellow, an orange button. It says download demo app. So when you download the app, run it on your phones, and when it's running, place it in front of the book. And anyone seen anything yet? What do you see? What building do you see? Huh? A stadium. Cool. Now it's flexible, like you can actually go down and look through it, see inside and stuff. Cool? Okay, sorry, iOS people, we're not Apple friendly because Apple doesn't let us break things apart. We like to take things apart, and Google lets us, Android lets us. So, but we're still deploying for iOS, and we've deployed for Windows. We're deploying for Mac and iOS next. So, very soon we should do that. But right now we're throwing this to the market. And anyone here? No Android? Oh, iOS people. Windows.
Ayo, Iyoto, Emmanuel.
Should I say, creating engaging work going forward, and also look at developing, also being able to develop the profession in the country. And as they've also had the platform to do what they've done and win, they should look at creating similar platforms so that other people can have that opportunity as well.
What's my expectation? I expected to be impressed. That's basically it, because I saw that they're doing great things, and then I wanted to come and see for myself.
My message today is not to tear you down. My intention is for you to tell yourself that enough is enough. Enough of being satisfied with second place. The decision you therefore make today will determine your tomorrow.
Fan of Chrono Studios. I've known them for a long time, and I learned something new. I follow them on all their social media outlets, and they're doing something different and inspiring the new generations.
My name is Abraham Osheni, the Creative Architects. This is my second time in participating at the Creative Architects, so I've been desirous of a platform like this. What the Creative Architects does is to create a platform for young architects, students, young professionals to develop competency, and that's what Chrono Studio is doing. creating a platform for competency for young architects in Nigeria, and it's a laudable one. So we need to recognize the indigenous contribution that Chrono Studio is doing in creating this platform for Nigeria youths.
Sleep 3, play 1. Yeah. But that one, when you play, make it look like you played for 10 hours. Yeah, that's the secret behind work hard and play hard. But you don't spend all the time playing, because trust me guys, time is not your friend. Now, embrace tech. You have to embrace tech because the competition is high, guys. The fastest moving people, the most developed countries are the people that are using technology.
I mean, I knew a little bit about what they'd done, but I didn't have the full details. It's so refreshing to see commercial innovation in architecture. And that's the bit that we don't get taught in school, the understanding of business. And it's nice to see how as a firm, they're able to translate that. And also in terms of the product that they're offering, it's not been done here. It is very different, and it's going to do very well. I'm excited. I'm actually going to get something for my daughter's room. So,
is that there are no shortcuts in life. Whatever you lay your hands upon to do it excellently well. For the inputs that made it to the top few, you could see that they put in their all. You could see that they put in a lot of work. You could see that they put in a lot of thought. And there's also power in synergy. When you come together to tackle a project, everybody brings in their own little bit. So I advise students to always not shy away from challenges. Take on challenges, give it your best, and the sky will not even be your limit.
Good or anything, but we provided that solution in a cheap wall art. She had the baby art on the wall, and then it was a boy, so he had oh my lion, and then with the stars and so on and so forth. You are well loved, but it completed the space. Now, not everybody has 300, 400 grand, especially in this economy, to redefine a space or to refresh it. So those that are students, maybe your hostel or your room, for maybe people that have just finished school, your mini flat and so on and so forth. I just want to give it a new look. I am guaranteeing you that the fastest and the cheapest way to do that is with a simple wall art.
Phone, browser, and navigate to chronostores.com. There are like 1,000 categories. If you don't find something that suits you, that means you're a complex person. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly take you through. Okay, so if you read what we have in the header, it looks different on your mobile phones, but let me just take you through the desktop version. So it says, by all means, have fun. Here says, your home needs a new look. We have decals for everyone. You can pre-order now. And then this says so much variety to choose from. Start shopping from 3,000, and the prices will go back to the normal prices by Friday. I think this time on Friday. So you still have some time to discuss with your girlfriend what kind of decal she wants. Just
the reason why we chose this platform to launch Chrono Stores was the fact that this is one of our most publicized events every year. We have a lot of subscribers in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, and we believe it was a good opportunity for us to sell Chrono Stores. We've launched the website, and we believe that you can get the decals you want from there. From time to time, we will be uploading new decals, new designs, new collections into the website, and we believe you will find what you like, and you can make your space a very, very wowful place.